This is Zichru Gemara Sanhedrin Daf Hay. Now, Daf Hay is always our hay as our hay, our haystack. So over here in particular, we have two different haystacks. One haystack is you see a wonderful Talmid Chacham, a judge sitting on top of it. This is the Dayan Mumcha. And you're wondering, wait, how's he judging a case? He's all by himself. Well, that is precisely the point. Then on Daf Hay, our haystack, we have our Dayan Mumcha, that is Mumcha L'Rabim, that he is judging all by himself. And he sees a friend of his who is also judging. But over here, we see on his haystack, it says Rishus Bavel. He got Rishus in Bavel, and now he's paskening in Eretz Yisrael. Now, what's on the wall? What's on the wall is a certificate, a smicha certificate, of course, saying Yoira, as we'll see, that's going to determine that indeed you could paskin. But what is he explaining the difference between two different jugs of water, Mei Beitzim and Mei Bitzayim? And we're going to see that this was a critical mistake in which one is going to be Machshir Lekabel Tama, whether it's Mei Bitzayim, marsh water, or Mei Beitzim, egg water. And because of that mistake, we're going to see that it's not enough to be Yaira, it's not enough to have knowledge, but rather you're also going to have to learn from your Rebbe. So you can have Dav Hay and Sanhedrin, you can have your two haystacks. Your haystack, your Mumcha L'Rabim, judging on his own. Your haystack, then you got Rishus and Bavel, judging in Eretz Yisrael. The difference in Yaira between the Mei Beitzim and the Mei Bitzayim. So we take these 3 points and drop deeper. Point number 1 was again who was sitting on our haystack in Daf Hay was a Mumcha L'Rabim judging cases by himself, says the Gemara. In as much as Dinei Mammon is Bishleish, the name of our whole parak, but V'may Mumcha L'Rabim, then Dana Filu Yichidi. Says Rav Nachman, Kigoy Nana, Dinei Mammon is Yichidi. Similarly, Rav Chia said the same, that he judged cases on himself. Says, what does it mean, Kigoy Nana? The Gamirna V'Savirna, he knows halachas, he has the svara, and Unekita Rishusa, or is that last step of Nikita Rishusa from the Reish Klusa not as critically important? Says the Gemara story, Marzucha B'Eder of Nachman ruled incorrectly. Asked Rav Yosef, does he have to pay back? Because he told him if they accepted him unconditionally, he is exempt, but otherwise he has to pay. What do we see? We see that even though he did not get Reish Klusa's permission, he still was allowed to paskin halachas. Point number 2 is the Dayan Mumcha that received Rishus where in Bavel to receive in Eretz Yisrael. Says the Gemara, once you receive Rishus from Reish Klusa, you're potter from paying. Says the Gemara, it's clear that Rishus in Bavel is effective for Bavel. Rishus in Eretz Yisrael, of course, is going to be Rishus for Eretz Yisrael. Rishus in Bavel will work for Eretz Yisrael, but because here in Bavel you called a sheva, there you're called merely a legislator. What's the question? The question is, what about vice versa? So it proves the Gemara that when you receive here in Eretz Yisrael, you're not effective for Bavel. Rav Chia requested Rishos for Zeri Rav Chanina. He has Yaira, Yadin, can he paskin? Yes, can he educate monetary cases? And finally, not only if you have the knowledge, but you also need the Rishos to paskin, you need to learn from the Rebbe. Why? Why is that a critical ingredient to be able to learn? Yaira. Once you know the halachas, it should be enough. Says the Gemara, Rebbe went to a place. They were needing dough and tummy utensils. When he asked, they said, Mi bitzayim ein machshirim, which literally means bitzayim as in marsh waters. But he had heard Mi beitzim ein machshirim. But they made a mistake with Mi bitzayim. They also understood that disqualifying Mi bitzayim from michatas and nothing to do with machshir foods. Because it's incorrect, therefore we learned out Talmid al Yaira Ela Imkeino to Rishos Me'Rabbi. That is why this critical ingredient of Atol's Rishos is so important. So we have Dav Hay, we have our haystacks in Gemara Sanhedrin. We have point number 1, the haystack of the incredible Talmid Chacham. He's a Mumcha L'Rabim and he's able to educate cases on his own. Point number 2 is we have someone who Rishus B'Vavel, he's able to paskin in Eretz Yisrael. And what is the difference? And when you receive the Yaira, yes, you can paskin. Yadin, in monetary cases, yes, Yadin. But the mistake that can be made, why do you need a Rishus? Is because you can make a mistake between me Beitzim, me Bitzayim. Which one will be Machshir, something to be Kabal Tama? And that is the reason why you need to have Rishus. Hey, the haystack in Gemara Sanhedrin.